Hi everybody, it's Renee from Carnivore. Today I'm looking to put together some egg drop soup or just plain chicken broth soup with a few meatballs in it. So I thought I would get started and let you know that here is the broth that I took from the chicken drumsticks that I cooked the other day. And this is the pan drippings and what was left in the pan, the little bit of pieces of meat from the actual chicken, stuff that fell off the bone. I saved it, and today we're going to put together a little meatball soup. Okay, so to go together with that broth that I made, I'm going to take a little bit of sausage, not this whole thing, just a little bit, probably less than a quarter pound of sausage from this package that I had saved. I opened and I only use a little bit for flavoring. This is a quarter pound or less of that package. But let me show you something here. In 2 ounces of the sausage, you're going to get 12 grams of protein, and there's absolutely no carbs. And that's a good thing for us, for our recipe today. Also took out of my refrigerator 2 of the beef patties. So there's one here, and this is the second one. These are a quarter pound each, so this is a half a pound together. And I just let them thaw because I bought them frozen, okay? So if you're not buying a package of beef, a total like pound chub or something, don't worry about it. You can just put together from the some frozen beef patties. Just let them thaw out first. So just with a fork, I mean, you can just ground this up a little bit with a fork and then mix in the sausage. So then we're just going to take a little bit of wax paper, put it down on our counter like this to protect the counter, and we're going to take this ground meat out and roll it onto the counter. Okay folks, so I took the sausage and the beef and I just shaped them into little tiny balls. They're not that big, but look how many you get. So let me turn this around a little. So, you know, we're going to use our chicken broth that we made from cooking our chicken. And this is beef and sausage, and we're just going to put it together. And we're going to drop these balls into our broth and let them cook for about 10 minutes. Okay, so let's take this broth, take the lid off the broth. And like I said, this is just, it's real gelatinous, this stuff. If you can see it, it's like jiggling. But we're going to dump it into our pan just like that, and that's what it looks like in the pan. Just dump it into the pan, and then we're going to add our little meatballs. We'll turn up the heat a little bit here. Turn your fire on. I don't know if any of you still have a gas stove, but I do. Turn your fire on and let this heat up. Okay, so let's pour a little bit of water in here out of our pitcher to get some of that flavor. Okie doke. And we'll turn this around some, see if we can get this out of here. And then dump that extra, I guess, that's about a cup, I guess, 8 ounces of water into our bowl, or into our pan rather. So while I'm waiting for my broth and that little additional water to get really well heated, I decided I would take out a bouillon cube just in case we needed some extra added flavor. And I wanted to show you each one of these cubes, just one cube has 1 carbohydrate, but it also has 900 milligrams of sodium. So please be aware, because if perhaps you have high blood pressure, you might want to check on that sodium. You may not want to use a bouillon cube, and just reduce the amount of water that you use. Okay, so we're just going to take the little meatballs and we'll put them into the water, and we're going to let this cook for about 10 minutes. Once we get them in there. Okay, so after about 10 minutes, you're going to turn your temperature, your burner off, and let's taste this. Ooh, that was hot. Let's taste this. Do not do what I just did. And see, I mean, just the broth now. Come on. to see what the broth will taste like, because I don't want it to be too weak now, and I haven't used my bouillon cube yet. So let's taste that and see what it turns out to be. Okay, so I just decided that the flavor was actually not too bad. The only thing is when we add in 2 eggs, these are 2 eggs here, when we drop these into that water, it may change the taste even more. So please understand that. So we're going to add maybe a half of this. I'm going to add about a half of this little container. So that's about 4 ounces. It's about 4 ounces of the water that I had poured in there. And then we're going to mix this up. Take your 2 eggs and mix it together. Just like this in a little container here. Like I'm doing. Once they're good and mixed, we're going to put them into our meatball bouillon broth here, and let's mix them together, okay? All right, I raised my temperature up a little bit on my meatballs, my cooked meatballs. They've been in there for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to drop the egg into my soup. And we're going to make what they call as rags. They call these rags, by the way. But you see how the egg starts cooking up? Look at how the egg cooks up. So you're going to have this. This is going to be, for us carnivores, this is going to be like noodles for us. Beautiful. Okay. So there's our baby egg drop soup. And then just, get yourself, well, here's 2 things. First things first. I still didn't put my bouillon cube into this water, although I added like 4 ounces. That's like a half a cup, less than a half a cup of water to it. So I still haven't added it yet. Taste it first. If you think it's a little bit weak, go ahead and put your bouillon cube in it. But if you don't think it tastes weak at all, you think it tastes just right, then don't bother putting that cube in there or adding any more water because you won't need it. Okay? And there you have it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Oh, it looks so wonderful.